Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the SEC, the Marshall Thundering Herd. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Judicials offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires one high and deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuffed with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Back to throw, it's Raymond. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll ride his man on the option. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got the back in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass. It's Raymond. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move and looking deep. Snags it on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first. Now adjusting. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt.
Number 10 on to kick it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Sends it back in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Unleashes one. Working that left side. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again. He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind. That really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Judicials will punt this one away. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half.
There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense. creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Finds his big tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. The sweet feet buy a little time. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Running through contact. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother.
Taking it the other way. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The give to the fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fullback's got it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the judicials will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Raymond. A shot toward the end zone. Snags it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 19 over Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's York. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
He'll toss it.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Raymond. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half.
Looking for the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And it's been both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Judicials will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Raymond. Moving out of the pocket. He'll blow it down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this.
Makes the catch down the right side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Herd! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And they get it to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Judicials send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Raymond. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now the play fake. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. And It holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Here's a heat. Complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Judicials.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raymond. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. It's a draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like,
no question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking downfield, it's Raymond. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
you don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can...
Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Off play action. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. To the air, it's Raymond. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Shoots it to the left. Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right?
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Marshall quick to the line.
3rd down coming up.
Oh, he didn't spike it, looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Fights off a defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Judicials with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. Now the pitch. Turning it off. Just steamrolling the defense. The 30. The 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They were getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes his shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are